Well, I thought it was time for a little update, and I just want to first stop and thank everyone who's been watching the videos and offered feedback. I've pretty much used any feedback I've gotten and changed some things, and I think it's only made these videos better, and look forward to them getting even better. So keep the feedback coming. So I've made some additions to the studio, and I'll show them to you right now. The first one I'll point out is the table, and I painted, just pretty much cleaned that up a little bit, gave it some color, and I added a cool top to it. This is made out of plywood, and basically came home from work different days with paint, extra paint, and had a lot of blues, greens, and browns, and just dabbed it all over the table, cleaned off the brushes, and then when that was dry I came back and did some dry brushing where I just scraped a little bit of white over all of it. And once that was dry, I just added some polyurethane to just kind of up it, be a little more smooth. And it's not perfectly smooth, but smooth enough and cool looking, and I'm happy with it. Alright, so the other addition that I made was I added some lights right here in front of me. I added these transparencies that you get for spotlights. I got them off of Amazon, pretty cheap, and as you can see, this is very intelligently rigged with rope and whatever else I could find, but I felt like I just need a little more color down here. I love these lights, they're great, but everything was just looking a little too white, so a little color. Alright, I also added right above the mount, this is where the tablet sits and looks down on whatever I'm working on. And I felt that the problem was that I had to keep getting on a step stool because the display is up towards the ceiling. So I just added a little mirror. And with that mirror, I can just step back, glance up, see the reflection of the monitor. So that was a handy addition. Okay, now I'm going to give you a very handy tip. If you're not using yet, I would strongly encourage, whenever you work on art, drawing, painting, especially the drawing part, it's great to have a little mirror handy, because sometimes when we get involved with a project, we start to get attached to it and we really like it, and we start to say to ourselves, I can do no wrong. And it's often not until we take a step back and we see the imperfections, and one of the ways to spot the imperfection is to look at your work, look at the reflection of your work. If sometimes you don't spot it until you see it in reverse. So I've had this little guy for years that I've held up to my artwork, but now in the new studio we have expanded, and we've got a nice big mirror there. And I can look at myself when I do artwork now, and most importantly, I can just hold up the artwork and drop it, and then hold it up and see it in reverse, and that way it'll help you spot the flaws a lot quicker. And why wouldn't you want to see the flaws? Because if you don't see them, then they're there, and it's bringing the artwork down. So it's a good idea to have that. So that's a real handy tip. If you're not using that already, I would encourage you to do that. So these are the improvements on the studio. More to come. I'm really enjoying the process of making these videos, and I know with more feedback this is only going to get better. So thank you for your contributions, and I will see you in the next video.